Our favorite electric car company behind Tesla, Fisker, unveils the Alaska, a small electric truck for $45K. Reservations open now. Now, I don't know if I would actually say they're my favorite, but this is a pretty big deal to be releasing this product. So this not only looks like a more standard truck like you would expect to see from a normal car manufacturing company, but with the base price of $45K, we're really hitting a sweet spot here, especially if the specs can back it up. Now, the Alaska looks to be positioned just like an adventure truck rather than a work truck. Think Rivian, not the Ford F-150. So now we're not targeting the exact same base, but obviously you could use it for more than that, and it's a starting place. And like I said, if we can put some great range on this thing with that, whew, really have something to talk about here. So the Fisker says it won't be limited by the truck's versatility. While the truck has a 4.5 foot bed, it'll be expandable with a hidden midgate. Fisker calls the Houdini door. Now this will allow to pass through to the cabin, and with the tailgate folded down, Fisker says the truck will have 9 feet worth of flat space. So you can still stick your plywood in there if you really want to, though your back seats are now covered in plywood dust. But the truck isn't the only thing that's smaller. The price is too. Fisker says the truck will start at $45,400, which, after federal tax credits, at least here in the U.S., will put it closer to $37,900, which is something to consider, but not the biggest deal at all here. Now, I believe there are specs out now. I just don't happen to have them in front of me, so that will be for another episode. Never mind, they're right here, and I just should have waited. So the Alaska will start with 230 miles of range. Now, at the $45,000 price tag, you could argue that's actually pretty good. That said, I don't know how I feel about this front. I actually don't mind the side profile of this thing. Like, the side profile, it looks a little chonky. Like, I wish the tailgate was a little longer. It'd make it look a little bit better with this aggressively slanted front. But from the back and the sides, it looks... This is going to be a hot take, but it looks a little similar to a Rivian truck, in my opinion. So, with that said, with a 230-mile starting range and up to 340 total, I would guess there's only going to be, like, 1 or 2 battery options. In this article, they had not announced it yet. But it'll be available in 2025, so that's 17 months from now. So now we're in a weird thing where that's the range of a lot of things today, and now we're saying it ain't coming for another year and a half, and that's a little more... Now it's not as exciting because the Cybertruck will be up by then, and the starting Cybertruck will be... I mean, it's technically going to be shipping at the end of next month, in theory, because there's a bunch on the roads right now, but... It'll have starting 20 extra miles of range, which does not sound like a lot until you get into a real-world situation where your range declines, and then that extra 20 miles of range that you started with starts to look like more than you expected it to. So it does actually matter, especially in electric vehicles, but there's that. But it'll be cool to start seeing this. They're taking reservations starting as of the day this article came out of $250, so... Still taking those today. Not much else to say about that, though.